the Israel-Iran-US conflict and international law. If international law truly applied equally, global politics would look very different. Now let's talk about what's happening between Israel, Iran, and the United States, legally, not emotionally. Under the United Nations Charter, the starting rule is simple. No state is allowed to use force against another state. There are only two recognized exceptions, however: self-defense or authorization by the United Nations Security Council. So when missiles fly, the real legal question is not who do you support. It is this: was there an armed attack, and is the response necessary and proportionate? Self-defense is lawful, no doubt, but it must be immediate, necessary, and proportionate. If a response goes beyond what is required to repel an attack, it risks becoming unlawful retaliation. And here is something many people overlook. Even in war, there are rules. International humanitarian law requires distinction and proportionality. You must distinguish between military targets and civilians. You cannot intentionally target civilians. You cannot carry out collective punishment. You cannot ignore excessive civilian harm simply because you claim security. Now, when the United States becomes involved, the legal justification must fall under collective self-defense, meaning, was Israel attacked? Did it request assistance? Is the force being used proportionate? And here is the uncomfortable truth. International law is clear on paper, but enforcement is deeply political. Powerful states often shape the narrative of legality. Smaller states, on the other hand, often face stricter scrutiny. So don't just watch the explosions. Watch the legal argument. Because in international conflict, military power wins battle, but legal legitimacy shapes history. And once legitimacy is lost, regaining it is harder than winning any war.